It's from class 7. Today is our lecture number 11, chapter number 3. Today we are going to discuss about the section break. So, in this topic we will learn how we can break the paragraph into parts. Okay. Now, by defaulting, each new document is one section. Okay. By default, means you can say that at the beginning, each new document is one section, but a user can easily divide a document into more than one section. Okay. It means that at first when you write something on the Word document, then by default there is only one section, but you can easily divide a document into more than one section. Now, dividing a document into sections allows a user to apply different formats to individual sections of the document. So here you can see that section formatted as a single column. Now, when you break the section, now at the bottom, this section is formatted into two columns. So this is the section break. In other words, you can say that the dividing a document into two halves, dividing a paragraph into half, either in the column or rows way. So this is the section break. Now a section is a part of a document that is separated from the rest of the document by sections break. Of section, what is the section? A section is a part of a document that is separated from the rest of the document by sections break. Following are the types of the section breaks. Next page command. The next page command inserts a section break and starts a new section on the next page. Now the second one is continuous command. The continuous command inserts a section break and starts the new section on the same page. And the third one is even odd page command. The even or odd page command inserts a section break and starts a new section on the next even number or odd number page. These are the three types of section break. First of all, next page command. By name, you can understand that this will allow you to, after break the section, the new section will be start from the next page. Whereas in continuous command, you can break the section, but the new section will start on that page from where it have been break. Now the third one is even odd page command. In this command, you can insert a section break and start the new section on the next page, even number or odd number page, whatever you allow it. So these are the three section breaks of three commands of section break. Now there page number 110 on your exercise. There is a question, define the following part number 8, section break. So the answer of this question is here. The section break is the section breaks is a command. Section break divides the document into more than one section. Now, another question arises, there is a difference between section break and page break. So section break basically in easy words you can say that the document or a paragraph will break into two parts, whereas the page break in page break when you can break the page into two parts. Okay, in section break you only divide the paragraph, whereas in the page break you can divide the whole page into several parts. So that is the difference between section break and the page break. Now the next topic is section break. Open the save document. On the home tab in the paragraph, group, click show hide button. This will show paragraph marks and other hidden formatting symbols. Here you can see that the home tab, the paragraph group, show hide button. This will show paragraph marks and other hidden formatting symbols. Click the place where new section will start. Now on the page layout tab, in the page setup group, click breaks. Here you can see that the mouse cursor. Now here on the page layout tab, in the page setup group, click breaks. Now the break dialog box appears. Click the type of section break we want to add. After clicking that, what adds a section break to the document. So that is first of all you have to open the same document. Then on the home tab in the paragraph group, click show hide button. After this will show the paragraph marks and other hidden formatting symbols. Now click the place where you want to start the new section. Then on the home layout tab in the page setup group, click breaks. When you click the breaks, the new the break dialog box appears. Now from here you can select the type of section break which you want to add, and when you click this, the word will add the section break to the document. So that is the way how can you break the section into different. You can break the section. Now the next topic is 3.5.3 inserting page numbers. Word can number the pages automatically for a user. Numbering page can help to make a long document easier to organize when printed. Okay, inserting page number. Word can number the page automatically for a user. Number pages can help make a long document easier to organize when printed. Now, inserting page number, open a save document on the insert tab. In the header and footer group, click page number. Click top of the page, bottom of the page, and page margins, depending on where we want to. We want page number to appear in the document. Okay. After first of all you have to open a save document. Then on the insert tab, the header or footer groups, click number. Now click top of the page, bottom of the page, or page margin, depending on where you want to page number to appear in the document. Now choose the page number designed from the gallery of designs. The gallery includes page X or Y options. So that is the way you can add a page number in the Word document. First of all, you have to open the save document. Then on the home insert tab in the header footer group, click page number. After that, click where you want to write the page number. Now choose the number design from the gallery of design. That is the way you can add the number on the Word document. Again, why numbers are plotted on the document, because number pages can help make the long document easier to organize. Now, come to the exercise. You have a question number 5. Give brief answer to the following question. There is a last part of this question is describe all the position where the page number can be inserted. So answer of this question is top of the page, bottom of the page margins, current position. These are the four types of positions where the page numbers can be inserted. I repeat, come to the page number 111. There is a question number 5, parts 11. Describe all the position where page numbers can be inserted. Answer of this question is top of page, bottom of page, or page margins. These are the 3 positions where page number can be inserted. Now the next topic is inserting headers and footers. Topic 3.514 inserting headers and footers. Headers and footers are used to display information on each page of a document. For example, a user can add page number, date and time, a company logo, the document title, or file name of the author's name. Header display information at the top of the page, and footer display information at the bottom of the page. For example, you can see there the monogram of your school, Shanikshar Public School. It is on the top of the page, so it is header. Okay, which allow you to show the your school logo. You can see the page number, date and time, and a document title or the file name of the author's name. So this is from this example you can easily know about the header or footers. So basically there is a difference between header and footers. Head, you know, by name you can understand that height means on the top and the foot means on the bottom. So header display information at the top of the each page, whereas footer display information at the bottom of each page. This is also the answer of your question number 4, part number 2, difference between header and footer. Okay. What is the main difference between the header and footer? Header display information at the top of each page, whereas footer display information at the bottom of each page. I repeat, this is also the answer of your question number 4, page number, come to page number 111. Question number 4, difference between the following here, your part number 2 is header and footers. So the answer of this part is, you can see there on this slide. Header displays information at the top of each page, or footer display information at the bottom of each page. I will also tell you about the page number of the book, so don't worry. Now at the end of the topic, I will tell you from your book's page number also. Now come to the topic inserting headers and footers. Open a blank document. First of all, you have to open a blank document. Then in a view tab, click the open page. Word can display headers and footers only in the print layout view. Now on the insert tab, in the header and footer group, click header and select blank header. Type computer applications, align it right and color it gray. Now select footer and select the alphabet footer. On the left area, type by Einstein and color them gray. Now you can see there on the top computer application header. Now on the bottom page number and the by Einstein the author's name. Click close header and footers. Double click the document area. So how can you add the footer and header? First of all, you have to open a blank document. Now in the view tab, click the one page. Now Word can display header and footers only in the print layout view. Now on the insert tab, in the header and footers group, click header and select the black header. Now type whatever you want and align it the right or and color what you want. Now select footer and select alphabet footer. Now here you can type whatever you want and also you can choose a color. After doing this, you can see there your header footer will be appear on the screen. Now if you want to close the header and footer, click close header and footer or double click the document area. Okay, that is the way you can add a header and a footer. Deleting the header or footer from your document. Now if you want to delete the header or footer from your document, first of all, double click the dim text for the header or footer we want to remove. Drag the mouse over the header or footer text until all the text is highlighted. Okay. First of all, double click the dim text for the header or footer we want to remove. Whatever you want to remove a header or a footer. Now drag the mouse over the header or footer text until all the text is highlighted. Then press the delete key to remove the header or footer from the document. Now click close header and footer or double click the document area. By doing this, you can remove the header and footer from your document. First of all, again I repeat, double click the dim text or for the header or footer. Then drag the mouse until all the text highlighted. Now press the delete key to remove the header footer from the document. Then at the end, close the header, actually close header footer or by clicking the double clicking the document area, you can close the header and footer. So that is the way how you can add and delete the header and footer from your on your document. Now creating headers and footers for specific pages. A user can insert pre-designed headers or footers in the document and easily change the header and footer design by using following options. A user can create different settings of headers and footers on the page of the document. Okay, you can also you insert the pre-designed headers or footers in the document and easily change the header and footer design By using following option, a user can easily can create different settings of header and footers on the page of the document. A different first page, different odd and even page. Now all except first page. Sometimes we do not want headers and footers to appear on the first page of the document. For example, a title page. So if you want that you will not allow the header or footer to appear on the first page, you can click on the different first page. Now different odd and even page, different first page. Alternatively, we may want to include different information in the header footer for the first page. Now even odd page header footers. You may also want to display header and footer on odd number pages and a different header footers on the even number pages. So these are the three ways you can insert the pre-designed header and footer, or if you want that header footer will appear on the first page or not, or even you want to allow them on even page or odd page. So that is the way you can insert the different types of header and footer on the different types of pages. So class, that is the last topic of today's lecture. I hope you don't have any question, but if you have any kind of question, you can ask. First of all, I will tell you about the questions again that we have studied today. First of all, you have studied about the section break, and the answer of the section break is on the page number 108. Here you can see the definition of section break. Section break divides the long document into pages and divides the document into more than one section. Now, next one is the difference between header and footer. For this, come to the page number. You go to the folder, you go, place the cursor in the folder and click on the mouse. And you click on the mouse, don't move. You can see that आप क्या सकते हैं कि आप अपना click, you can click on this folder. You can drag the folder by clicking on the folder. By not